all now know, don't we, how Harry and Meghan like to make sure their privacy is maintained. And obviously that was paramount during their wedding way back all those years ago now at St. George's Chapel in Windsor. The one remaining problem, of course, that really highlighted a lot of problems for particularly members of the senior monarchy was the fact that Harry had basically had a very scant conversation with his future father-in-law, Thomas Markle. And that's never really been detailed either by Thomas. I mean, yes, he's spoken about the brief conversation, but surely there has to be something more as to why nobody bothered to reach out to him, or indeed why he didn't want to keep making contact with Harry. After all, he claims that he just asked the question that you'll be good and look after her. Well, some people might suggest he's tried his very best. But as you can imagine, as that progressed, alarm bells did ring over here with senior members of the British monarchy, none more so than the Prince and Princess of Wales, who were at the time the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, Catherine and William. Now, William himself, as we know, has gone on record basically saying that he thought Harry should take his time, get to know the lady in advance. But Harry was careering ahead, simply just wanted to do things his own way, as one could imagine. But it gets even more complicated now because, as we know, Harry himself has openly spoken about wanting to reframe privacy laws, etc., all the while invading his own privacy with endless sort of speeches, going online for therapy, and then of course the infamous Netflix series. What's interesting now though is, and come to light, and as ever we have to say allegedly, is the fact that Prince William really did try to intervene on this particular situation, and this sent Meghan into a meltdown. Let me explain. You see, during the wedding, as we all know, sadly, Thomas Markle was unable to attend due to ill health. Lots of speculation around that, but the poor man had suffered, whichever way you wish to look at it. Of course, you can read many different things online about the broken relationship between Meghan and her father, but as I've stated before, this is clearly not very well documented as to exactly the pinpoint as to why she decided to cut him off so abruptly. This from two people who are supposed to show caringness and, of course, empathy. But it was this particular situation that both Prince William and Catherine were absolutely stunned by. Now, it's interesting when I tell you this because apparently not very long after the wedding, and of course just during the breakfast, the wedding breakfast, William kindly suggested to Harry that perhaps both he and Meghan would like somewhere private to maybe make a telephone call back to Thomas Markle over in the United States, see how it went, explain all of the sorts of fun things. Now, William apparently was absolutely stunned at Meghan's reaction. It was an emphatic no. And according to that good source, and as ever we have to say allegedly, she composed herself and said, well, he would have seen it on television anyway, wouldn't he? Now, this kind of apparently left William and Catherine stunned. And of course, they could foresee a couple of the problems that may be coming out in the future. What's interesting here, though, is William's offer, some might say, was one of kindness, but others also testing the water. You get the picture. And of course, when this was relayed to Harry, he too went absolutely potty, basically claiming that it was up to them if they wanted to make that call. So whichever way you look at it, something somewhere along the line was a reason behind both Harry and Meghan not wishing any senior member of the monarchy to reach out to Thomas Markle, or indeed get to know any of the Markle family, or indeed Doria that well, who was also kept under wraps. Makes you wonder exactly what is under wraps. Do you agree? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.